Fractions and least common denominator. We know that to add or subtract fractions, they have to have the same denominator. Well, what happens when we have to add fractions that don't have the same denominator? Well, we're going to look now at part of the process that's required to get unlike fractions to have the same denominator. So the first thing we have to do is we have to look at different fractions and figure out what the least common denominator is. In other words, the smallest number evenly divisible by all the denominators. Now let's look at an example of 3/7 and 5/14. We notice that these two denominators are not the same, so these are not like. So if I needed to add or subtract them, I can't in the form that they are now. They must have the same denominator. So the first step in making these fractions addable or subtractable is to figure out what is the smallest number that both of these go into evenly. We're not looking at a factor, we're looking at what's known as a multiple. So the least common denominator in this case is going to be 14. 14 is divisible by 14 one time, and it's divisible by 7 two times. So our least common denominator is the smallest number that all of our denominators evenly divide into.